Is this on? Oh, yes, it is. I got it. Get this down pretty close. Seven. I'd like to welcome you to Florida Alpha Delta Kappa Mini Convention. We're going to introduce the Executive Board. If I could turn back time, this is what I would say. Welcome to the 2020 Florida State Convention held in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. Today is May 2nd, and I have the pleasure of introducing Lottie Roy's State Executive Board. Please hold your applause until all board members have been introduced. From Wellington, Florida, a member of District 4 Beta Phi Chapter, our president of the Council of Chapter Presidents, Marcia Hennings, is a returning member to our state board. Making Jacksonville, Florida her home along with her two fur babies, Jane Gamba, a member of Delta Omicron in District 2, is the 2018-2020 state chaplain. Lottie Sergeant at Arms, Denise Fennicle, resides in North Fort Myers and is a member of District 6 Gamma Zeta chapter. Denise is a returning member to Florida's Executive Board. From Marianna, Florida, a member of Epsilon Chapter, District 1. Pat Hall is Lottie's historian and a new travel buddy. Residing in Cocoa Beach on Florida's Space Coast, Diane Schaefer, member of District 4 Beta Mu Chapter, is Lottie's state treasurer. Way out in the Panhandle in McDavie, Florida, Alpha Alpha's Paula Bird, State Corresponding Secretary, is a member of Alpha Chapter in District 1 and another member returning to our board. Hailing from the same Alpha Chapter as Paula, Caroline Gilmore, Lottie's State Recording Secretary, makes Cantonment, Florida her home. Caroline has served Florida for 3 biennia as secretary and will continue on our state board for a few more years, I'm sure. From 2018 to 2020, Liz Lilly served a second biennium as vice president for membership in Florida. Liz is a member of District 2 Beta Gamma Chapter and calls Port Orange, Florida, her home. Liz is a constant on the Florida State Board. Pat Watkins has served Florida for many years and at the end of the evening will officially join the table on the floor as she becomes our newest flapper. Pat served the 2018-2020 Executive Board as immediate past president, is a member of Beta Tau Chapter in District 6, and lives with Dan the Man in Bradenton, Florida. Residing in Leesburg, Florida, Nina Coe has held many offices on the State Executive Board. These include membership consultant and 2 consecutive terms as state treasurer. As a member of Upsilon Chapter in District 3, Nina is Lottie's right hand and Florida's president-elect. In 1992, Lottie Sims, as we knew her back then, became a member of District 9's Phi chapter. In 2016, still a member of Phi, now in the renumbered District 7, Lottie became our Florida president-elect, learning all she can from her executive board and the Florida past presidents. In March of 2018, in Palm Beach Gardens, Lottie was escorted by her husband, Guy Roy, and the United States Marines as she was installed by Sherry Sublett, now immediate past Gulf Region International Vice President. At that time, Lottie became our Florida State President. As of March 2020, Lottie now resides in Crawfordville, Florida, with her husband, Guy, and their two fur babies, Duke and Duchess. Lottie is currently a proud member of Epsilon Chapter in District 1. Please stand as we welcome our 2018-2020 Florida State President, the Ladybug herself, Lottie Roy Sims. Lottie Sims Roy, also known as. Thank you. I hope I've taken you back in time to May 2nd, 2020. Please stay with us as we celebrate the wonderful sisterhood we call Florida Alpha Delta Kappa, and look back on the 2018-2020 LADIES ladies of the Lottie Bug years. And they may want to sit down for just a second. Congratulations to Lottie, who has sparkled at every opportunity given to her through the whole biennium. It has been said, enjoy every moment, each and every day. Enjoy it because we have no guarantee of tomorrow. Lottie did just that with her Ladybug logo. She led her colony of ladybugs onward and upward. When we began this state convention adventure at the beginning of 2018-2020 biennium, we knew we were in for a big task, but we never thought the journey would end up where it did. Who would have dreamed that our world would experience such a widespread pandemic that would cause all of our hopes and plans to be canceled in an instant? With so many chapters and sisters involved in the planning of each event in detail, who would have believed that we were preparing for the convention that never convened? We would like to thank each chapter in District 2 that stepped up and followed through with the tasks and duties that were assigned to them. Our sisterhood is truly a marvelous group. Thank you from all the sisters of District 2, Lottie, and all the sisters from the state of Florida. You have made us so proud.
Thank you, and for those of you who don't know already, Pat Fellaini is my conference chairman. At this time, I'd like to introduce Missy Decker, who was my convention treasurer, and she is stepping in for the wonderful Jane Gamba, who was my chaplain, and she will be giving us the thought for the evening.
Good evening. As I was driving down to the mini convention this morning, I heard on the 60s on 6 on Sirius XM that it was World Smile Day. So this goes with the thought for the evening. It's called A Hearty Ha 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 by Barbara Johnson. They say 3 kinds of people populate the world: those who can count and those who can't. As you can see, I'm in the latter category. As I always say, give me ambiguity or give me something else. Despite my math deficiency, uncertainty, and puzzlement, there's one problem I don't have. I'm not like certain pious Christians who suffer from the haunting fear that someone, somewhere, may be happy. I'm out to be a joy germ. We have to be on the lookout for fun, whether it be in simple things like funny signs. Our fish are so fresh you want to smack them. Funny names. If Fanny Bryce had married Vic Tanny, her name would have been Fanny Tanny. Or funny bumper stickers. Forget about world peace. Visualize using your turn signal. Just today, I called my friend Mary Lou, who at one time in her struggles was so far out you couldn't even find her with radar. But she has a marvelous sense of humor, and we have laughed and cried together many times. I've learned a lot from her about coping, but today she caught me off guard. She told me that when she really feels down, she has a special way of lifting her spirits. I waited for her to explain, expecting some spiritual gem to fall from her lips. Instead, she told me, I get out an old Shirley Temple video and a box of chocolate chip cookies and lie down for a couple of hours to escape. Maybe some time with Shirley will perk you up too. You might want to substitute rye crisp for the cookies so you don't have to roll in the door when you re-enter reality. Of course, some people say reality is a crutch for those who can't handle drugs. But according to my calculations, reality is this very second. You see, yesterday is only a memory, and tomorrow is merely a dream. Today is an illusion. That leaves this 1 second. Every day you have 86,400 seconds, but they come only one at a time. In your bank account of time, no balance is carried over until the next day. You use those seconds or lose them. There is no chance to reinvest. Make your investment wisely by believing you deserve to be full of joy this very second. And you can be. Decide to be. Don't put it off until you finish your chores. Instead, make tedious task a game. Compete with yourself. Reward yourself. Make work play. Be curious about everything and everyone. You'll get tickled in the process. Trust the Heavenly Father of goodness. Giggle at his artistic genius in the world. Always remember you're created unique just like everyone else. I tell you, I'm not going to fret just because a neighbor is a few fries short of a Happy Meal, or another driver on the California freeway doesn't have all his cornflakes in one box. So what if my chimney's clogged and my husband's belt doesn't go through all the loops? As a born-again believer, I have accepted God's forgiveness in the salvation of Jesus Christ, and I can freely forgive others and joyfully move on. Learning all I can from my mistakes, I better tolerate the mistakes of others. If there is a problem I can't change with the Lord's help, I turn it into something beautiful. Yes, joy is free, but it doesn't come cheaply. It's based on who I am, not what I have, where I'm headed, or where I've been. It's a biblical choice, and it's the best option every single second of the day.
Thank you, Missy. And now, once again, we'll hear from Pat Fellaini, who will be introducing the altruistic project for the evening.
Thank you, Mom.
It's my job.
Okay. It's my pleasure to introduce this altruistic project. I lost my word then, I'm sorry. For Lottie. It's the Lawton and Rhea Childs Center for Healthy Mothers and Babies. The Lawton and Rhea Childs Center for Healthy Mothers and Babies is near and dear to Lottie's heart. As many of you know, Lottie taught for 20 years at Lawton Childs Middle School in Miami-Dade County. She had the wonderful opportunity to meet Governor Childs and see firsthand how he has contributed to the welfare of our state's children, from taking on big tobacco to passing legislature to provide pre- and post-natal care to women. Lawton Childs was quite a man. Lottie's altruistic project is highlighted this evening during our mini convention. I know many of you are not in attendance and therefore saving some money by not coming to convention or leadership as you usually do. Therefore, I'm asking that you please make a chapter or individual donation to Lottie's project. A check, no matter how large or small, will make a difference to our state's mothers and babies that need care. It will also be a way you can help Lottie put some closure to her biennium. Checks are coming in and will be accepted through November. Put that on your calendars, as Lottie would like to present a check to the center on December 1st, which would have been Rhea Child's birthday. Please make checks payable to Florida Alpha Delta Kappa with Lawton Childs in the memo line and send it to Joanne Carroll, Florida State Treasurer. Her address can be found in our new state newsletter and on the international website. Lottie thanks all of you who have already contributed and those that will by the conclusion of this wonderful weekend. She wishes that she could give each of you a special ladybug hug. For all the mothers and babies, we as Florida Alpha Delta Kappa sisters will help. I know Lawton and Rhea Childs are watching over us this evening. Thank you.
In Jane's absence, Jane was asked Missy to please put together our memorial service, which you will now see.
District 1, Kathleen F. Anderson, Tau. Muff Pinchia, Fidelis Nu. D. L. Copeland, Delta Chi. Lorianne B. Corey, Alpha Sigma. Joan S. Ellis, Alpha. Carolyn Garner, Delta Tau. Jolene Groot, Alpha Sigma. Moniva Handrop, Fidelis Nu. Pamela B. Heyman, Alpha Sigma. Faye Jones, Fidelis Nu. Catherine Lindenborn, Fidelis Nu. Jackie Reynolds, Fidelis Nu. Carol D. Shee, Epsilon. Orpha Swilly, Fidelis Nu. Betty Ward, Fidelis Nu. Faye Wooten, Fidelis Nu. District 2, Judy Crumley, Pi. Evelyn Delaney, Delta Omicron. Elizabeth Denton, Gamma Gamma. Marilee Dodemede, Fidelis Zeta. Cornelia Graves, Alpha Alpha. Margaret Musselwhite, Beta Psi. Sheila O'Daniel, Alpha Theta. Marie Palmer, Gamma Beta. Ruth Ryan, Gamma Tau. Myra A. Tippins, Beta. Judith Walters, Alpha Alpha. Alice Whitson, Gamma Tau. District 3, Sandra Allman, Delta Delta. Muriel Kruger, Delta Delta. Marion O. Rich, Alpha Phi. District 4, Yolanda Allman, Fidelis Pi. Grace Daniel, Beta Delta. Carolyn Davis, Beta Delta. Bonnie Fitzgerald, Gamma Kappa. Martha Franco, Beta Xi. Mary Gervin, Beta Delta. Elizabeth Hamilton, Beta Delta. Sarah McLaughlin, Beta Delta. Jane McNulty, Beta Delta. Cynthia Mink, Beta Delta. Helen Scholl, Omicron. Gail Snyder, Fidelis Pi. Dorothy D. Thomas, Fidelis Lambda. District 5, Patricia A. Smith, Gamma Upsilon. District 6, Patricia Ahern, Gamma Omicron. Kathy Corrigan, Gamma Omicron. June Davis, Fidelis Rho. Annie Grace Deaver, Fidelis Rho. Janet Garner, Gamma Omicron. Claudia Hunter, Delta Epsilon. Sarah Johnson, Fidelis Rho. Leslie Little, Gamma Zeta. Marlene Pitts, Fidelis Rho. Deborah Spencer, Beta Tau. Betty Swan, Beta Tau. District 7, Betty R. Adams, Xi. Kate Alexander, Gamma Pi. Gertrude Ginsburg, Nu. Claudia Hutchins, Xi. Jenny Joy, Alpha Lambda. Lois Kenworth, Phi. Luba Kirsch, Alpha Omicron. Ida McMillan, Xi. Joan Ojala, Alpha Omicron. Connie Renault, Phi. Valera Ricard, Xi. Margaret Yelvington, Nu. Sustaining: Betty Dempster, Donna Ebright, Idelle Haas, Beverly Kennard, Beth Talcott, Bridget V. Woodward, Eloise G. Young.
Upon a star makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do. Fate is kind
One special sister we lost this biennium. There's not much that I can add that hasn't already been said about Joan Ojala. Initiated, I knew I needed these. Initiated in Miami's Alpha Omicron chapter, Joan was said to be a true leader. Having been initiated in 1965, Joan became a Golden Sister in 2015. Her Alpha Omicron sisters described her as a caring, loving, and sharing sister. I remember Betty Gordon describing how Joan lit up each time her Alpha Omicron sisters would visit her. And boy, did she love her Kappa, and she just couldn't wait for it to arrive. Joan was Grand President of Alpha Delta Kappa from 1991 to 1993. It was special to me as I was initiated into Miami's Phi chapter in 1992. She made her way up the leadership ladder after serving numerous offices on chapter, district, state, and international levels. Joan was one special sister, and I was very, very proud to know her. You can read more about Joan in the recent issue of the Kappan. Following our agenda this evening, I would like to just do some special recognitions to some special sisters that made my biennium such a great pleasure. The district chairman, District 1, thank you goes to Anita Schmidt. District 2, thanks, Lisa. District 3, Katie, I hope you're with us this evening. District 4, my very special sister, Jeannie Dietz. I love you, Jeannie. District 5, co-chairman Katie Davies and Audrey Reale. Keep it real, girls. District 6, Mary Roach. Love you, Mary. And my District 7, well, actually my former District 7, Martine, you did a wonderful job. As for my state committee chairman, I'd like to thank Kathy McDonald, or as she goes by Kat McDonald, as being the chairman of my ad hoc committee, which was my special project. And she did a wonderful job as we were able to vote via an online form for our business this biennium. My membership goal, thanks goes to all the sisters that initiated, those sisters that brought a little bit of diversity to our Florida Alpha Delta Kappa. Peggy D'Agostino, thanks so much, Peg. She stepped in as the altruistic chair as well as Alpha Delta Kappa Month and Fraternity Ed. Budget Committee, Diane, we know you did your best and you were great. Debbie Stubing, one of my very, very special mentors. Debbie was my chairman for bylaws, policies, and resolutions. You did good, Deb. Carol Reynolds, I hope you're with us tonight. She did a wonderful job getting our new state board for the 2020-2022 biennium. Marcia Henning was in charge of the chapter presidents. She was also on our executive board. Nina, thanks for running the president-elects. I know now, as chapter presidents, they've done an awesome job, and they will continue to serve you well. Julie Johnson, what can I say? Julie was the chairman, not only for courtesy, and we had some great goodies every time we had a Florida leadership, but Julie also took on the great task of being the chairman for the disaster response. Something I hoped that we would never have to use, but there were a few different plans for us here in the state of Florida. Pat Watkins, thanks for watching over my district officers. Mary Ann O'Brien, excellence in education, you did a great job, I chose well. Linda Thweet, honoris causa. I love you, Linda, I know you're watching. Trish Evans did a wonderful job for all of us as she was the chairman of our state leadership arrangements and set up all that wonderful food for us. Liz, Once again, did a wonderful job with membership, continuing from the previous biennium. Carla Hauk, I know you weren't here this evening, and I know you had lots of big plans for all my Disney songs, but you did here too this evening. Thank you, Carla. Ginny Upshaw, past president scholarship. You'll hear from her a little bit later. Betty Piper, what can we say about Grandma Betty? She did a wonderful job and will continue to work on the Scholarship House Committee. Pat Fellaini, no words. I knew I was going to lose it with you. Beverly Coe, my technology chairman. Gibson, I have Coe in my notes, though, because she was Coe when I took her on. Beverly Gibson, Mrs. Beverly Gibson, thank you so much. Treasurers, Diane, we know how well you did. Chris Roddick, Ways and Means, thank you so, so much for stepping up. And Maxine Abey was our chairman for World Understanding until she fell ill. So I'd like to thank Dot Stalinsky for stepping in. But Maxine, I hope you're out there listening to us. Thank you so very much. Dot, you too. Okay, let's see where we are. Now we have a video from Ginny, past president, scholarship chairman.
This is Ginny Upshaw, chairman of the 2018-2020 Florida Past Presidents Scholarship Committee chairman. I'm thrilled to introduce our recipient for this biennium to receive a $1,000 scholarship to the University of Central Florida in Orlando. With a projected graduation date of December 2021 with a degree in elementary education and special education minor. Her name is Hannah McCrae. Because of caring role model educators in her life, she cannot imagine any other career. She grew up helping in her mother's classroom, Angie McCrae, Gamma New Chapter, and a grandmother who was a parapro teacher and became a principal. Hannah especially loves working with children with special needs. She has spent endless hours volunteering in a classroom of special needs kids, K through 5, doing small group or one-on-one tutoring. Other voluntary experiences Hannah's had are using her knowledge and creativity planning activities at the Girls and Boys Club, volunteering at a local library using board games to practice social skills. She's led an activity in Halloween dressing as Belle from Beauty of the Beast, and volunteered at the local Center of Autism in a sensory-friendly Christmas event. Another ADK sister from Gamma New Chapter, Kay Witt, supports Hannah and gives us all hope that the future teachers, like Hannah, will enrich our children and make our world a better place. She sent a Hannah haiku: honest, hardworking, amicable, ambitious, natural educator, nurturer, nifty, always tries, positive, heart, happy human. Next you'll hear from Hannah herself, Hannah McCrae, future teacher.
Hello. First off, I would like to say that I am so thankful and appreciative to be able to accept this scholarship. It has already been very beneficial to me as I have used it to cover the expenses of my textbooks and to cover the additional expenses that come with being an education major, such as the purchase of our required ePortfolio software VIA. With the current state of the world, I have pushed back my intended graduation date until May 2022, so that way I can hopefully take advantage of all of the opportunities of internship without having to navigate a virtual setting. I will be starting my internships next fall, where I will hopefully be teaching in a traditional classroom setting, but also getting to participate in bedside instruction with Nemours Peace Academy. After graduation, I plan to continue my education journey by pursuing a master's degree in an area yet to be decided. My dream goal is to work with our most special learners in a full-time setting or to be teaching in a classroom at a lower elementary grade level. I would like to say thank you to the members of the Gamma Nu chapter because many of them are the reason why I'm on this journey in the first place. I would also like to say thank you to Florida ADK for giving me this opportunity. So thank you so much for being willing to support me on my education journey.
And now I'd like to reintroduce Caroline Gilmore, my recording secretary.
Good evening. I'd like to give you a Scholarship House update. I'm pleased to announce that 14 Scholarship House girls are actively participating in classes both on and on campus. Most classes are online, yet some girls are attending classes on campus face-to-face. The Scholarship Committee has distributed the Maryland Sharp textbook gift cards, and each chapter should have received a note from the girls by now. Lottie, Cheryl Jackson, and Betty Piper, along with Lottie's mom, gave the girls their cards while practicing social distancing on the house patio. The girls were very appreciative and expressed a need to get back together with our sisters. Upsilon chapter is working out the logistics for providing their annual Thanksgiving feast for the girls. With no contact allowed per rules of the Southern Scholarship Foundation, it looks like Publix will cater the dinner for the girls. Please continue to support the house by making donations to our Scholarship House Fund or the Textbook Fund. Gift cards can be sent to Cheryl Jackson, Alpha Sigma Chapter, and chairman of our Scholarship House Committee. Her address can be found in the September newsletter or on the International website. Thank you.
And now we will have two video presentations. One is by Marianne O'Brien, and she will introduce our Florida Excellence in Education recipient. Following Marianne will be Linda Lee Thweet, letting us know who this biennium's honoris causa recipients are.
Good evening, sisters. My name is Mary Ann O'Brien, Chair of the Excellence in Education Committee. I want to first thank my committee for all their hard work. It was challenging, to say the least. We were dealing with a new program, but we managed to get through it and pick a winner for our state. I would like to thank also all of our sisters who applied for this award. I hope more of you will apply for it in the next biennium. I would suggest that you go to the International website to find out more about this wonderful award. The winner of this award will continue to regional. The regional winners will continue to international, where a finalist will be chosen at the International Convention in Austin, Texas, 2021. Not only is this a prestigious award, there is a monetary amount given as well. Now, it gives me great pleasure to announce our winner, a member of Florida's Eye, Chapter, LaShonda C. West. Congratulations, LaShonda. We'll be cheering you on to international.
Welcome to the 2018-2020 Honoris Causa Award Ceremony. The Honoris Causa Committee is given the responsibility to give special recognition to outstanding members for continuous Alpha Delta Kappa work and service, thus inspiring and encouraging members to excel in leadership in Florida Alpha Delta Kappa. At this time, I would like to thank the 2018-2020 committee, Betty Ann Butler, Margaret Bird, Opal Durham, Nancy Rogers, June C. Smith, our advisor, Elaine Whitaker, and yours truly, Chairman Linda Lee Thweet.
Our first candidate, besides receiving numerous special accomplishments and recognitions within her 35 years of education, she has also been a vital part of numerous accomplishments in her community. A 24-year member of Alpha Delta Kappa, she has taken on leadership roles in her chapter, district, and state. She has served on the district board and district president's council, as well as serving as president of the Council of Chapter Presidents, treasurer, and historian at the state level. It is our honor and pleasure to name Barbara Clark of Florida New and honoris causa 2018-2020 recipient. An educator for over 40 years, she has served in both public, private, and parochial schools as a teacher and administrator and has several degrees to her name, as well as numerous awards. An active member of Alpha Delta Kappa for over 30 years, she has served in various positions and committees in both the Gulf region and international. It is our honor and pleasure to recognize Jacqueline Jackson of Florida Xi as a 2018-2020 recipient of the Honoris Causa Award.
Gorgeous.
Having over 36 years in education and retiring for a while, she returned to teaching due to her love for the children and was awarded special recognitions in education. An active member of Alpha Delta Kappa for 30 years, she has served in numerous capacities in chapter, district, and state, as well as regional levels. What makes her stand out is her caring attitude and love of Alpha Delta Kappa. We are pleased to recognize Alice Lapaka of Delta Delta Chapter as a 2018-2020 Honoris Causa recipient. A woman talented in many areas, she has been an elementary school educator for over 35 years. Initiated into Alpha Delta Kappa in 1988, she has held numerous chapter offices as well as served on committees at the district, state, regional, and international levels. She attends chapter, district, and state leadership meetings regularly and has served Alpha Delta Kappa with great devotion and love. It is with pleasure we recognize Mary Statzer of Fidelis Row as a 2018-2020 Honoris Causa recipient.
Good choices, committee. Good choices. At this time, I'd like to introduce my Vice President for Membership, who you all know and love, Liz Lilly. Some of us love her. I'm still up here.
It's okay. Lottie and I have a very loving relationship. It is my pleasure to announce the 7 Pearl chapters. I want to give you a little bit of information about what makes a 7 Pearl chapter. Each year from June 1st to the following May 31st, you have the opportunity to earn up to 7 pearls. The first pearl is attending either international convention or regional conference, depending on the year, submitting your 990 tax form on time, submitting your chapter needs assessment between August 1st and August 31st, reinstate or initiate at least 1 new member and turn in the paperwork in a timely manner, turn in your altruistic report on time, your H-114 chapter highlights report on time, and turn in your dues, the H-138 form, on time. We have a list of 7 Pearl chapters, and I'm going to name them in Greek order. Alpha, Upsilon, Phi, Chi, Alpha Sigma, Beta Mu, Beta Rho, Beta Phi, Gamma Beta, woohoo! Gamma Zeta, Gamma Pi, Gamma Tau, go Gammas, Gamma Upsilon, Fidelis Zeta, and Fidelis Nu. Congratulations to all the 7 Pearl chapters.
My sister that needs no introduction, my president-elect, Nina Coe.
Lottie asked me to do the job of introducing her before her speech. Now she's a little nervous about that choice. Okay. She gave me plenty of information, though. Born in Brooklyn, New York on October 27th, 1956, astrological sign Scorpio. She's the eldest of Rosemary and Lenny Sims' 4 children, brother Douglas, sister Christine, and brother Joseph. She attended St. John's University, New York City, graduating in 1978 with a BS in elementary education and a second major in mathematics. She earned a master's degree from Barry University in Miami in 1982 in computer science and earned computer science and programming and an educational specialist degree from the same school in 1985 in computer technology applications for education. Lottie came to Florida in 1980, began teaching in Broward County schools before joining the Dade County Public Schools in 1983, teaching computer applications in Miami Lakes Middle School. Lottie assisted in the opening of Lawton Childs Middle School in 2000 as the school's technology coordinator. In her 20 years at Lawton Childs Middle, Lottie has held numerous positions: team leader, social committee chairman, math department chair, computer programming teacher, algebra and geometry teacher, educational excellence committee secretary, and test chairperson, to name a few. Lottie joined Florida Alpha Delta Kappa in June 1992 and quickly moved into numerous chapter leadership roles in her Miami Phi chapter. She has attended all international conventions and Gulf Regional Conferences since 1997. She has served Florida on the district level as treasurer, and then in 2002 it was off to the state level, serving as treasurer for 2 biennia, historian, treasurer again for 2 more biennia, vice president for membership for 2 biennia, although I think Liz corrected her on that. State president-elect and now state president. As state president, Lottie also serves as the Gulf Region secretary. Lottie lives in Crawfordville, Florida, with her husband of 13 years, Guy, and their 2 furry children, Duke and Duchess. Lottie has a stepson, Daniel, who is a chef de cuisine in South Beach in Miami. Lottie enjoys cooking, gardening, and collecting all sorts of kitchen gadgets. Her ladybug theme is evident throughout her home, displaying the many beautiful ladybug items she has received from her loving sisters over the last 2 years. And what I'm going to add to this is I'm going to say in these last 2 years, and most especially as we've helped each other get through the pandemic, that of course happened kind of right in the middle of her end of her term and the beginning of mine. And as we've worked through that, kind of sharing the role of president for several months, we have become closer as sisters and and become a great team to get through all these things. And I know she's going to keep helping me even after I'm officially installed. And Lottie has assured us that she still has some good years left to serve Alpha Delta Kappa. That sounds kind of interesting to me. Lottie.
Thank you, Nina. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all my Florida sisters for allowing me to be part of a very exciting 2 years. A multitude of things have happened in those 2 years, and I'd like to take a short trip down memory lane to remember some of the highlights. Well, it began in May of 2018 as the Marines from Hialeah, Florida, and my husband, Guy, escorted me down the aisle in Palm Beach Gardens to be installed as your 2018-2020 president. How exciting to have the swords drawn and the boys in their dressed blues. I know you ladies liked it also. The veterans and active servicemen and women will always be a large part of why I serve Alpha Delta Kappa. Introducing the ladies of Florida Alpha Delta Kappa as my theme: leadership, altruism, dedication, inspiring and empowering sisters. With the ladybug as my logo was the center of my outstanding recommitment breakfast at the 2018 State Convention. And my beautiful logo, I thank my brother Joseph for. Spending a fun time on the road with Pat, Carolyn, and Liz, we attended the Gulf Conference in July of 2018, my first major duty as your state president. What fun we had. From that point on, it has been a whirlwind of exciting events, planning and orchestrating 4 themed leadership meetings devoted to leadership, altruism, and dedication, and culminating with our January 2020 Tea Party, which was well received as we came together at the First Baptist Church of Ocala. Your state president has attended most district meetings as well as numerous face-to-face chapter meetings, each time getting to know more and more sisters in Florida. I celebrated the work of St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee in March 2019 with Nina and Carolyn and 100 other sisters from around the nation, and we presented a $1,200 check to St. Jude's Research Hospital from the generosity of our Florida sisters. Your state president took an awesome road trip to Minneapolis International Convention in July of 2019 with a stop off in Nashville on our way to Minneapolis, and then to Gatlinburg after Minneapolis. You could tell Carolyn, Liz, and I have some great memories. Outstanding memories from Carolyn and Liz. Thank you, sisters. I have enjoyed many homes throughout the state, especially with Elaine Whitaker, where sisters have opened their hearts generously for the Florida Alpha Delta Kappa State Board. Your state president enjoyed the June 2019 Longest Day Craft Fair in Oxford, Florida, and immensely enjoyed cooking for the many generous sisters and crafters that attended and participated in this event. Thanks, Pat Watkins. The Tea Party, all dressed up as our leadership theme, was one of the most attended leadership meetings in the history of Florida Alpha Delta Kappa. Many thanks to all of you that participated. We had a blast at that party. And then it happened. Where's the tissues? COVID-19. The plans for our state convention in Jacksonville shattered by the worldwide pandemic. I told you. Meetings took on a new look as we met using technology for not only seeing each other during Zoom sessions, but also for voting on state bylaws, state offices, and the state budget using online documents. Thanks, Kat. I was able to meet many sisters that I didn't get to see at the district and the leadership meetings using this type of technology. There was a silver lining in the dark cloud of convention cancellation. I had planned on attending the Gulf Regional Conference in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and serve as the conference secretary until it too was canceled due to the coronavirus pandemic. It was going to end as it all began 18 years ago with my nephew Vincent. Where's my Vinny? Oh, he's down the bottom there. Some of you may remember that. It was going to end as it all began 18 years ago with my nephew Vincent, now 22 years old, escorting me for the last time for an installation of officers at our state convention. I'll have to wait to escort him somewhere else someday. I would like to again thank my family, especially my husband Guy, who takes care of our fur babies when I'm on the road. And to all the sisters that have worked so hard to make my Ladybug Biennium a success, especially my convention committee, who in spite of the pandemic rose to the challenge of pulling together to get the state prepared for this non-convention. I look forward to working closely with the districts as your immediate state past president, and will continue to serve Alpha Delta Kappa for many more years. Huge Ladybug hugs. I love you, sisters. this time, we're going to view a couple of slides that I found after looking through the numerous newsletters that I've written over the last biennium. I pulled out some pictures for us to reminisce a little. Most of them are chapters, some of them are districts. You'll see my fur babies. You'll see Jane Gamba's fur babies. You'll see Mr. Bob, the photographer, as we prepare for our installation.
Good evening, sisters. I'm Carolyn Twaddle, past Florida State President, 2014, 2016. Those years just run together. According to the mission statement, Alpha Delta Kappa is an international organization dedicated to educational excellence, altruism, and world understanding. While that is the cornerstone of our organization, fraternal fellowship is another advantage to our membership in Alpha Delta Kappa. Moving beyond the chapter, you meet many amazing women. Marie Hurst is one of those special women. A 1978 graduate of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, Marie takes pride in her Tar Heel heritage. Born on the eastern coast of North Carolina in the small town of Morehead City, Marie began teaching at the West Carteret High School, the same high school she attended as a teenager. Eventually, she began teaching French, her college major. In addition, she taught Bible as history and a sports medicine course. Marie served in the following areas while as an educator: National Honor Society faculty advisor, chairman of the school accreditation leadership team, chairman of the site-based management team, first responder for all athletic teams, co-athletic director, foreign language department chairman, initially certified teacher mentor, school testing coordinator, and in whatever capacity her principal and school needed her to take on. She retired in 2011. Since being invited to become a member of North Carolina Alpha Chi chapter of Alpha Delta Kappa in 1986, Marie has served in several offices on the chapter level, including being chapter president twice. At the state, province, and national level in North Carolina, she has served as the District 8 Vice President, Chaplain, Vice President for Membership, President-elect, and President. At the international level, she has served as Chaplain and Regional Membership Consultant. In 2017, she was elected to serve as the 4-year International Board Member. Let us welcome my friend and sister, Marie Hurst.
Welcome, sisters. It's so good to see you this evening and to share this special night with you. I am honored to be here to share this with Lottie. I've enjoyed meeting her over the years. And I remember one time at one of the conferences I was walking, and all of a sudden I heard this voice behind me. And I could tell just as good that that was Lottie Roy from Florida, because that voice, you just don't forget it. And I was excited to turn around, and there she was, and we carried on our conversation. So tonight we're going to share in the installation of your new officers for 2020 and 2022. We will get started. Our international president, Judy Ganzert, has chosen as our biennium theme, Alpha Delta Kappa, Infinite Possibilities. And tonight, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I have my scarf on that says Infinite Possibilities here. And trying to tie this was almost an infinite possibility, but worked out pretty well. Each of the officers to be installed this evening will be receiving a pin replica of the International Judy's theme. We hope that possibilities that await in Alpha Delta Kappa leadership. The heart represents the lessons and legacy of our founders, Agnes, Marie, Marion, and Hattie. And how appropriate it is, sisters, as we come together on this October 2nd, this first couple of days of October as we celebrate Alpha Delta Kappa month. I know our founders are proud of what Lottie has done with Florida Alpha Delta Kappa, and she's right there looking at Nina. They're looking at Nina saying, we're so happy with you, Nina, for what you're going to do in the years to come for this biennium. The heart represents the lessons and legacy of our founders. The colors, olive green, golden yellow, and purple, create a soothing backdrop on which the path of infinity is displayed, unbounded and open to a universe of possibilities. There are 3 purple stars which represent our goals: excellence in education, altruism, and world understanding. The 4 white stars represent what it takes to realize our dreams and to achieve. Let me speak now to our sisters who are going to be installed. By electing you as officers of Florida Alpha Delta Kappa for the 2020-2022 biennium, your sisters have demonstrated their confidence in your ability to uphold the principles and ideals of Alpha Delta Kappa. During your term of office, I hope you will illuminate those infinite possibilities for members to grow and become enriched as future leaders themselves. Tonight's installation begins with Diane Coleman, President of the Florida Council of Chapter Presidents. Diane, your pen will represent the leadership that you will model and mentor to your chapter leaders. You will be a member of the executive board and shall attend all meetings. You will plan the agenda and preside at the Florida Council of Chapter Presidents meeting held at the state convention or other leadership meetings. Do you promise, Diane, to fulfill the duties of your office and coordinate the infinite? If you so desire, please say, I do.
I do.
Congratulations, my sister. You are duly installed. Next, we have Pat Hall, chaplain. Pat, you will bring inspiration to our members. Your messages will set the tone for Florida state meetings as you challenge members to dream, believe, act, and achieve. Do you promise, my sister, to fulfill the duties of your office as you inspire our members and sisters to engage in the infinite possibilities of membership? If you so desire, please say, I do.
I do.
Congratulations. Audrey Reale, Sergeant at Arms. Audrey, are you virtual? I see you right there. That's a
Yes, that's me.
Beautiful. Audrey, possibilities must be coupled with effort for growth to occur. The officers of Florida Alpha Delta Kappa will look to you to preserve harmony while members engage in enriching activities and orderly gatherings. Do you promise, my sister, to fulfill the duties of your office, maintaining order as members seek those infinite possibilities of Alpha Delta Kappa? If you so desire, please say, I do.
I do.
Thank you, Audrey. Debbie King, historian. Debbie, your pen will represent the pleasure you will achieve preserving keepsakes related to Florida's activities. Your archives will include a written history of the many varied accomplishments of your state. You will document and preserve memories for future readers to enjoy. Do you promise, my sister, to fulfill the duties of your office with its infinite possibilities for recording your blessed history? If you so desire,
I do.
please say, I do.
I do.
Congratulations, Debbie. She heard, secretary. Paula, your pen will represent a myriad of responsibilities, which include managing communications in which you will engage to promote good public relations for your state through all correspondence. Remember that in this age of speed and telecommunications, nothing beats that personal touch of a card, a note, or a telephone call to convey a sentiment. You will record the minutes of all official business meetings and send them out in a timely manner. You will also maintain the records of points for the chapter distinction awards. Your caring attention to detail will help Florida Alpha Delta Kappa to shine. Do you promise to fulfill the duties of your office with its infinite possibilities for making those wonderful? Please say, I do.
I do.
Congratulations. Joanne Carroll, treasurer. Joanne, your pen signifies that you are the keeper of the funds. You will maintain accurate financial records, create reports as requested, prepare annual budgets, and remit funds at the direction of the president. The tradition of balanced books is expected, and infinite possibilities lie in the many sources of funds which you have been entrusted to manage. Do you promise, my sister, to fulfill the fiscal duties of your office? If you so desire, please say, I do.
I do.
Thank you, Joanne. Caroline Gilmore, Vice President for Membership. I just have to take a moment of personal privilege to say I admire that dress you have on. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure the lifeblood of our organization. Our members and reinstatement practices and in the recruitment of new members. As you encourage and assist chapter membership chairman, take pride, sister, in knowing that you are ensuring the future of Alpha Delta Kappa. Do you promise to fulfill the duties of your office and lead new members to discover the infinite possibilities of our sisterhood? If you so desire, please say, I do.
Yes, I do.
Congratulations. Lottie Roy, immediate past president. I just love you, Lottie Roy.
Ditto.
Lottie, your pen is a reminder that your sisters are relying on your continued dedication and service to Florida Alpha Delta Kappa. And I have no doubt with 150 50% you are there, because that is where you're as an advisor, and work with the district chairman and chairman-elect. Your experience and wisdom will provide guidance to the Florida president and executive board. Do you promise to fulfill the duties and seek the infinite possibilities of your office? If you so desire, please say, I do.
I absolutely do.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lottie. Love you.
Thank you. Love you more.
Liz Lilly, president-elect. As president-elect, Liz, your pen will symbolize the support you will give to your state president. Nina will really be looking to you, and you will learn a lot from her as you travel this road together. You will observe carefully and learn how to conduct the responsibilities of her position in preparation for that special time you yourself will lead as state president. You will preside at meetings if the president in the president's absence, and will hold yourself in readiness to serve at all times. The infinite possibilities of your office and fulfill the duty I do.
I do.
Congratulations, Liz. Nina Coe, president of Florida Alpha Delta Kappa. Nina, this indeed is one of the greatest honors of my time in Alpha Delta Kappa to install you in this office. Thank you for this privilege and this honor, my dear, dear sister. Nina, though your pen looks like all the others that have been handed out tonight, it carries with it those infinite possibilities of guidance and leadership for the state team. Your ongoing commitment and unending dedication will serve to remind sisters of the benefits of accepting leadership positions in Florida Alpha Delta Kappa, with all the joys and all the challenges that are involved. Just remember, Nina, to breathe. Take time to enjoy leaders. Enjoy the biennium along with you. Just as you possess many wonderful abilities, Florida Alpha Delta Kappa is rich with a variety of personalities and gifts. Tap into those diverse talents and gifts to enrich your own term of office and to make Florida Alpha Delta Kappa prosper. I know that during these times of COVID, things are not like we would want them to be. It would be so nice to have all of us together in person to do what we want to do, to travel, to share. This is who we are as Alpha Delta Kappa sisters. And I think that's one of the things that makes us so different from other organizations, is that we have a sisterhood that binds us together in connections that you don't only understand if you're an Alpha Delta Kappa sister and you really possess that passion. And I know that you do. Your heart is so full. Do you promise to capitalize on infinite possibilities, Nina, as you fulfill the duties of your office? If you so desire, please say, I do. I do. Congratulations. At this time, I'll that are there. Sisters, do you pledge your support to Alpha Delta Kappa? If so, please respond, we pledge our support. We pledge our support. Thank you, sisters. I offer you now best wishes from International President Judy Ganzert, International Executive Board Chairman Sandy Wolf, your International Vice President of the Gulf Region, Terry Payton, and my humble self this evening. If there is anything we can do to help support each of you and Florida Alpha Delta Kappa, you just have to call on us. Sisters of Florida Alpha Delta Kappa, I present to you your new officers for the 2020-22 biennium. Congratulations to each of you. Thank you for your service and commitment to our sisterhood. Let's give them a great big Florida hand. Thank you.
Thank you, Just a little bit of protocol before we end the evening. I don't need my glasses because I don't have this written down. But at this time, I present to President Nina Coe our official gavel and her traveling, because this guard for your badge, the state president's badge, goes from sister to sister to sister as she becomes president, president, president. Nina, I am so happy to have ripped this off my own badge to give you the traveling Alpha Delta Kappa state president's badge.
And I have the state past president's badge. Let's see, what is it? It's a guard. It's a guard.
It's a guard.
State past president's guard to give to you.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At this time, we're going to have a couple of remarks from Nina, if we may, and I will go join the sisters.
No,
on
you
the
can't
Oh, I
go.
can't go?
You can't go.
There's also somebody needed something.
Okay. I've
You did.
got,
Point of personal privilege?
I
She's
know,
got it.
well, you've got okay. There's someone. I lost something. Okay.
Oh, that's-
Wasn't that one? Well, maybe I'll be doing that tomorrow. Okay.
We have a video from Julie.
Okay. I know that there's another video that wasn't on the program that Lottie needs to see.
Lottie, our extraordinary lady and sister, on behalf of your Florida Alpha Delta Kappa sisters, your courtesy committee is pleased to present you with a very special gift honoring your dedication and love for our organization. We know you're decorating a new home, and we know your love of gardening. So we present you with a custom-made stained glass ladybug garden stone in recognition of your 2018-2020 theme. We love you, Lottie, and we thank you for all you do for all of us.
That box arrived last week, and Julie said, don't open it until after the mini convention. I couldn't even lift it, never mind try to open it. But I was good, I was surprised, I did not know what it was. Thank you, Courtesy Committee and Sisters of the State of Florida. It will be very prominent as the sisters come and visit me at my new home.
Okay, thank you for all of you that joined us tonight. I hope there were a lot of you. This has been recorded, so if you have friends that missed it and want to see it after you tell them about it, you can see the recording. If you look in the information I sent out, you'll find a couple of ways you can see it. And so at this point, I'm going to adjourn for the end of one biennium, and we will see you in the morning, I hope, for the first leadership meeting of the new biennium. So, thank you. It will be on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on watchmarson.com. There'll be 3 ways to watch it tomorrow. Good night.